Hello everybody and welcome back to Divide and Conquer. Now, once again we come into the game at a point where we're about to end the turn. We are working on building some reinforcements for the Osgiliaths, such as they are. We're trying to retake Cair Andros. We just took back Minas Morgul. I could bring these folks out to try to retake Eastern Osgiliath. That might be worth a shot, but I think I need more troops to do so. We lost Ostithil. It might be good for us to work on that. Our spies are moving towards Ithilien to try and give us an idea of what's happening over here in the fog of war. And Rohan is corralling these independent armies, but they aren't defeating them. So that's the state of play. Let's begin by ending the turn, as we always do. And let's hope that they don't sally out of Eastern Osgiliath right away to try and take Western Osgiliath, because honestly, I'm not sure that I could stop them. Okay, it looks like they moved onto the bridge, but they have not actually attacked. That's good news, because it means we can reinforce from Minas Tirith still. Imladris besieged, that's okay. Move these two immediately into Western Osgiliath. What is in here? Don't know, can't tell. Can I get my spy up here? No, that'd be too easy. We can see Ostithil, they only have 2 units there. There's only 1 unit here. Worst case scenario, I guess it's some kind of troll unit. Can I get this spy out there? Yes. Can I see the unit now? Ah, it is Zagar. Okay, so that's definitely harder for me to deal with than anything else. So I guess I would need most of this army to take Eastern Osgiliath back. But I could then trap this general between the 2 Osgiliaths, and we could easily take him out with basically these 2 armies combined. And I think that's probably worth doing. What should we leave here? 30 Gondor militia. Perfect. So in that case, we're going to besiege this and see if we can't starve that Nazgul out. We'll probably lose Minas Morgul, especially since it seems... Yeah, we'll just... Let's see if we can't just destroy a bunch of stuff here. Honestly, there's nothing we really want to destroy. Well, if Balaknar Sunfire wants to take Minas Morgul, he can. It's going to rebel otherwise, and they'll get better troops. Actually, I would prefer if they rebelled. So with that in mind, I'm going to send these militia over here too, and I will simply let Minas Morgul rebel if they want to. And that is a solid plan, because then Mordor is off my back for at least a second. Fornost assaulted. Cool. Construction completed. Communal farming. Great. Super cool. What can we do? Smoking house. Makes sense. Is there anything we're not building yet? Yes. Here... Let's build a public fountain. Kirith Yaur. Can probably go for dirt paths. Anulond is already building. I don't know why I looked there. Thoragrandost. I'm actually going to save the rest for recruitment. Speaking of, we got a fair amount of recruited units. Let's get these guys in here. Brathil has 3 units. That's nice. Let's send them with Hanon, who is heading towards Western Osgiliath as a staging ground. Pelargir got 2 units. We will send them up to the front as well. I actually might send them to Minas Tirith first. And then Tarnost is going to contribute 1 unit also. I had to stop for a second because that general only has 13 units in Tarnost. He must be a cav unit. Ah, yes. Royal Swan Guard. Well, that makes sense. Good to know. Excuse me. Alright, so it looks like everything's kind of stable to the west. The south also looks pretty good. We're going to try to retake Eastern Osgiliath. We are almost ready to take back Cair Andros. Ugrat is probably going to get upsetty, and he might try to attack Western Osgiliath. And that's fine by me. We'll probably lose Minas Morgul again. That's okay. And the struggle continues to just, like, reclaim our economy and also reclaim the territory that we've lost here. We're trying to find some kind of balance, but I don't know that the balance has been found yet, so we're just going to keep trying. I could train a few more units. Archer militia is never a bad thing. Cavalry militia might be helpful. Gondor militia, sure. At this point, I really just need quantity as opposed to quality. So I am happy to train the low-tier units en masse and just see what we can do. I was going to see again if we could get a ceasefire with the Khand here. They are not interested. Maybe a losing battle, really.
As you wish. Yes.
Still looking for Ered Luin. It looks like they haven't expanded very much, so that'll take a bit to work on. I don't think there's anything else we needed to do. Oh, wait a minute. I have a mission to try to blockade this port. Let's see if that ship is still here. Doesn't look like it. We blockaded the port. Do we need to do it for any number of turns? At least one turn. Okay, so we just did it just in time. Now save the game again. We complete the mission, which will give us a slight increase in cash, which is good. And they take Minas Morgul. That's fine. Again, I really just don't care. They can have it for now. We've trapped one of their armies between the two Osgiliaths. That's hilarious. So I am perfectly happy to let this just play out. Hanon. Mary, yes, please. Minas Morgul reclaimed. Fine. Riding, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It's not my problem anymore. End of turn report. Looking good. Mission success. Very good. I'm going to pull my ship out so it's not causing problems for me in the future. I might have it sit out in the middle of the ocean just so it's not getting attacked by anybody, obviously. Ethring, Master Mason's Hall, fantastic. Thinking communal farming here. And Tarnos got a meeting hall, which should mean we have multiple meeting slot or trading slots, which is good. We could probably go for well, since we have extra training slots here, we might as well go for a practice range, right? Yeah. All right, 7,000 left to go. We have an archer militia in Minas Tirith. Awesome. Let's bring them to Western Osgiliath. Pelargir, we have 2 units coming out of there. Let's actually move these guys first. Pelargir has 2 units coming in. Let's move them to Western Osgiliath. Karasast has Gondor militia. And they can go straight into Western Osgiliath. We're really bulking up Western Osgiliath because I do not want that army to just waltz in. And eventually, once we take Eastern Osgiliath, we'll probably just attack them straight out. And then we'll get reinforcements from the other army on the other side of the bridge, which is very, very nice, very useful. This spy, let's have you hang out at Ostithil. Whereas you can get up here, and you can move up here to give us eyes on what might be happening in this region. In fact, even slightly further north would be more helpful. Okay. I'm feeling a lot better right now. I think our chances have increased on kind of all fronts here. We're getting more troops. We are building more buildings. Speaking of, let's see if we're building everywhere. We are not. Let's build Master Mason's Hall here. Forgot about Hanon. Let's get you towards Western Osgiliath. Thank you. Pelargir could use a building. Master Mason's Hall. Perfect. Fanulond could also use a building, but I kind of want to use the rest of my cash on troops. If I can. Perfect. And you are heading over to Minas Tirith. Alright. The wave of troops is coming in. Actually, could I get another troop here? I could. Let's make it Gondor Militia. Almost forgot about my diplomats.
Yes, my lord.
Ceasefire, trade rights, map and information. I promise this is a great deal. Dick. Okay. How about you? Any luck finding Erdluin?
Without question.
No.
As you wish. Stopping here.
We're basically going to have to go all the way over to their capital, and I don't like that, but it is fine. It is worth it for us to get the trade rights with them, because we'll soon have ports on the ocean. And that will mean if they have ports on the ocean as well, we can still trade with them. So that's going to be good news. Tirith Anduin, or Tirith Orus is looking fine. And everything else is pretty much the way I want it, so I am going to leave the rest of this to sit. They have... Interesting. They have 2 cav units in this settlement. I'm thinking it might be worth us trying for that again, but I don't know how seriously I want to take that just yet. Because they do have this settlement right here, which I can't remember what it's called, but that means they will attack that settlement if I take it again. I'm going to leave off for now. Save game. Boom, boom, boom. And end the turn. Alright. Excuse me as I chug some water. I'm very thirsty right now. I was just out in the sun, and it was hot outside, so... Oh no. They just moved a big army. Oh boy, okay. What do we think they're going to do there? Blockade port Gobeltophilus. I can do that. Why is that an enemy fort? Or an enemy port, rather. It seems like it should be an allied port. Nope, Harad owns it. Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind. These numbers are not looking like they're going the right direction, but at least military and population are fine. And production's holding steady, so that's okay. The Steward's Twilight. What the heck is this? It's warning me against using the stone. I'm not too worried about that. New mission. Yes, I already tried to do that. Anuland got dirt paths. That's cool. I might get a meeting hall here. Communal farming in Calenhad. Let's get a practice range there. Brethel got some stables. I'm going to hold off there. Recruitment report. Minas Tirith has 3 units that I can move into Western Osgiliath. Hanon can move into Western Osgiliath as well. Brethil. Make your way over here, please. Pelargir. We will send you up to Minas Tirith, I think. And we're getting close to having a full army. Vale of Dorwinion versus Rune. That's fine. I thought they were already fighting, but okay, I guess that's alright. There's not much point in me using this diplomat right now, so I'm just going to leave him there. Once we have a little bit better bargaining position with Khand, I might move that diplomat and have him ask again, but for now, I don't think there's much point. So, I should probably be dealing with this, this independent army. So if we look at this, there's some devastation that is removing 314 income from Londgalen. It might be worth it for me to go and deal with that immediately. I do have this army. I don't know. I want to leave them in that fort for now. Maybe we can deal with that once things stabilize on the Eastern Front. At least Dol Amroth is helping us out quite a bit with this Tirith situation. Alright, Spy. I kind of want you to be up here right now. I'm going to move you over towards the Black Gate. Black Gate's looking a little weak, so we might try for that as well once we've stabilized things over here. This is pretty intimidating, especially since it's got Olokai. Cair Andros surrenders this next turn. And we've got a big ol' frickin' army there. I guess the trick here would be to move, like, random units. Let's get 4 random units over here. So now that army is pretty strong, and if they are defending against Mordor after we take Cair Andros, that is probably a better... we have better odds in that situation. It's entirely possible that this captain-led army just perishes, because if they decide to move down and attack us, we don't really have any defense against that. So that might happen. And if it does, then that's kind of... it's kind of an oh well situation. Like, there's nothing I can really do about it, except maybe move this army into that fort. Which I don't really want to do. Like, yes, it would give us good defense, but it wouldn't really help our situation. We could move down and besiege this fort. I know the Witch King is in there. That might be better. Or even move down towards Ostithil and try to take it. But I kind of want to keep Eastern Osgiliath besieged so that this army can't really act. So I'm going to leave things the way they are. I don't like it, but I'm going to leave things the way they are. And then... let's move our ship. Nope, I already did. Never mind. Save game. And next turn. Things are definitely looking up. It just is taking a little while for us to take advantage of sort of the positive position we're in, which is okay. Mordor. Come on, Mordor, bring it on. Oh, we didn't even have to fight. Occupy. They did not besiege Cair Andros, and they did not attack my besieging army at Eastern Osgiliath. That is very good news. So we have taken Cair Andros back, and we are on our way to reclaiming Eastern Osgiliath as well. All very good news. Oops. Not quite ready. End of turn report. Okay, that's a lot of green. I'm looking at that. I'm pretty happy. Otar, fantastic. Forlong, you're up. You're up, buddy. We are not going to have you sitting there in that in Karasast languishing anymore. We are having you fight on the front lines like everybody else. Alright, you just get into Western Osgiliath. This is looking like a fun army to fight with. This is going to be awesome. Construction report, Minas Tirith. armorer. Let me check something really quick. Ranges requires Steward's Hall. So let's start working on the governor's quarters, and then we'll work towards the Steward's Hall. Cair Andros, I want you all to keep just defending. You could use 5 more troops. I'm going to give you these 2.
As you wish.
That should give you some pretty good odds against anybody that comes in. I hope. Not so sure about this guy. He's got 8 turns to go, and that army could move on him anytime. I really don't want to have to deal with those Olokai. If I'm very, very lucky, he can move into something, into a settlement, and then I can starve him out. I would greatly prefer that. Lone Goblin, Smoking House. Get me a spy, first of all. And then get me some chicken farms. I think that's probably worth doing. And then communal farming can become Master Mason's Hall. We have 4,000 left. Didn't I leave something out? Fanulant. Communal farming. Brethil. Nothing really worth doing here yet, so let's leave that not building. Cair Andros needs something, right? A library. Perfect. Can I recruit something here? No, I can't. It's not about... I guess it's just because we just took the settlement. That's okay. Okay, can I recruit something in Minas Tirith? Not really. How about Western Osgiliath? Gondor Militia, I'll take it. And Karasast. No. Calenhad? Yes, perfect. Alright, I think that's sufficient for now. We're definitely bulking up. I don't know what's in that army. I wish I did know. Guess I could move my spy closer and that would help. Indeed it did. Okay. Well, apart from the pretty nasty runic units, all of this is pretty easy to deal with, so that'll be fun to do. Excuse me. I think once we deal with all of this rabble, we can move on to Minas Morgul with a lot better stability. So, looking forward to that. Save game. Gondor 2. Oh, I didn't move my diplomat. Let's do that quick.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
There they are. Trade rights, please. Fantastic. Alright. I think that is the last... let's check diplomacy, I guess. Dol Amroth. Don't Dunedain. Ar Adenheim. I guess no, we're at war with them. Oh, Bree. We could talk to Bree and get trade rights with them. We have it with Dunlendings. Enedwaith. Harad. We're at war with. Khand. We're at war with. Rune. We have trade rights. Khazad-dûm, we have trade rights. Erebor, we have trade rights. Erdluin, we just got trade rights. 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 We're at war. Trade rights. I think I might have even gotten trade rights with Dol Guldur. Yep. And Isengard. And the Goblins of Moria for some reason. Gundabad, I haven't got trade rights with. That's probably a later problem. Yeah, let's send you down to Bree in that case. It should be around here somewhere. Not sure exactly.
Tomorrow's journey plan.
And then... Did I move my ship already? Yes. So there's very little else I can do. I could move on this army right now. That's definitely an option, but I would very much prefer it if I could use the reinforcements of this army. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, but it would definitely be preferable. So let's save again. And again, end the turn. Move on to turn 42. And of course the copyrighted music plays again. I'm really trying not to let that happen too often. Oh, that's perfect. The big army is besieging Cair Andros, where I am ready for them. And then a bunch of rabble is going to attack me from behind near Eastern Osgiliath. And I don't think they know what they're getting themselves into. Rabble. Rabble. Do I have horses? No, I have 4 horses, technically. Zagar and Rabble. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be okay. Let's do this thing. I won't claim this will be an easy battle, but it will be manageable, let's say. Okay. So, here's what's going to happen. They're going to spawn here, and their allies are going to spawn over here, over here, and then behind me, like over here. So, in order to give me the best chance of success, how do I do this? Let's start by grouping up like units. Archers, pikes and spears, shock troops as it were, and then our useless captain. Very useless. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. Part of me wants to try to destroy the first army very quickly. I know that's not viable. So I might start by trying to destroy the army that's coming from Osgiliath. They are going to be over here. And this way, even if I lose the battle, I think there's a chance that I take Eastern Osgiliath. And that would be hilarious. So our archers are going to be ready to just completely rinse them with arrows as they come in. Our spears will be ready to advance once they get too close. And our shock troops, again, such as they are, will be around to flank. And I'm going to turn off fire at will there. Alright, fire away, guys. Let's do this thing. We actually have decent range, like a decent amount of range to wait for them to get here, so that's good. We should be able to do a lot of damage to them with the bows. They are, however, temple marksmen, which is less than ideal because it means they're also probably going to shoot us a fair bit. But we are already shooting, and they are definitely not. Starting at 83. They're definitely losing a few. 82. Or 81, sorry. They lost 2 in the first volley. Yeah, it's just going to keep going. It's going to be slow. But should be a pretty successful situation. And if they had the Nazgul the whole time, they will not rout, so it'll be better for me to kill the Nazgul now, as opposed to waiting for later, because if the Nazgul's alive, they will not rout. That simply will not happen. And also, this is one of the toughest units on the field, so getting rid of it early is worth expending all of my ammo, I think. You know, this is taking a while, but it's really funny. Where's our Nazgul friend? There he is. Look at his silly sword. I don't know why they aren't using their bows. I feel like that would be a good decision for them right now. But they aren't doing it, so... this army, what are they moving towards me? Very slowly. That is excellent news, truly. Done about 20 of these guys. They're just slowly walking towards our... Why are we not shooting? Hello? Why are you not shoot? They're right there. There we go. That was weird. That was really, really weird. I wonder if they used like a special ability that made them no longer target them. Doesn't matter. Okay. Couple more volleys and we'll have to move our archers, I think. Because we do have to deal with these other armies. It's just, I'd rather deal with this one first, is all. We are about halfway through them, though. So that's good news. Oh, never mind. Not good news anymore, because they are charging. Let's give them something to charge at. Alright, territorial guardsmen are engaged with the temple marksmen. We are going to send in some fountain guard to deal with the flank. The archers are going to be ready to completely rinse the rest of these guys with their arrows, hopefully. I'm going to get my captain out of the way. And then I'm going to send these guys in. I'm going to send these guys in. Temple marksmen should be surrounded. We should be ready to go. This fountain guard is going to be ready to engage any infantry from this side. We're doing pretty good, though.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
So it looks like. Let's get some morale going there. I think that's probably worth doing. Let's do these. Actually, I'm not going to bring the Lebanon Marines, but we're going to bring the rest of these guys forward. Oh, that's not good. I do not have enough to cover the lines. Do your best. Temple Marksman hopefully will go down fast enough that we can actually make a difference here. Because right now, my archers are in melee, and that is not a good place to be. So, yeah. I mean, I'd rather knock out the Temple Marksman, to be fair, but I need to do both. I need to both kill the Temple Marksman and survive the rest of the battle. But defeat seems certain on their side, so that's good. And we are almost done with the Temple Marksman, but it is taking a while. And it's engaging some of my best troops, and a lot of them. Just a lot of troops in general. Okay, the Fountain Guard are free now, so let's send them around to flank, I guess? I don't know where this Orc band is going. Or think they're going, I guess is the operative word there. Temple Marksmen are down to 4. We're almost ready with the reinforcements then. Orc Raiders are routing. That's fantastic. It looks like the Orc Band are trying to reinforce their left flank, but they are leaving their right flank open for reasons. Lebanon Marines, come over here. I have a job for you. Fountain Guard will flank the Morannon Guard. The Lebanon Marines will chuck some javelins in here, and then they'll try to engage this Orc Band in melee, but they're going to take some hits from the Orc Scouts for sure. Or that Orc Band simply doesn't care about this battle and has decided that they'd prefer to be somewhere else. Not sure why. Alright, Morannon Guard broke. Let's get our melee units heading towards the Orc Band, including the Lebanon Marines, which I will use as kind of a flanking force. I lied. I'm going to have them try to engage these Orc Scouts who are causing us some problems. Our archers are free again to shoot whoever they like, except for this archer militia who is now upgraded to infantry. Our captain can still blow the horn. 18 for 34. We are going to win this battle easily. Trivially, almost. I might, in fact, send our captain off to deal with some of these routing units, to try and make sure we kill enough of them that they do not get away. Because that's the worst case scenario, is if we somehow... Okay, we win. We got Zagar down, so he's gone. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Let's bring these melee troops up here. The worst case scenario is we win the battle, but they get enough units away that their armies still exist. We don't want that to happen. Okay. Horsies are grabbing some routing units. What the heck is this? Okay. Come back, please. Good work. That was the captain of one of the other armies. Can't imagine anything less important. Let's send... Territorial Guardsmen, you head this way. Get ready to flank this... Perfect. That's just about what I wanted out of that flank. Maybe a little bit awkward, but just get in there, fight, let's go. You are free to come over here. Make ourselves a little tiny line ready to cause problems for the next army. Where's my horsies? They're over here for some reason. Okay. That unit is well and truly cooked. Let's get this Orc Band now. And this is going well. Let's get these guys flanked. Get you over that way. If we can get a little miniature flank going, that would be kind of nice. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you should help with the line here, because they are looking a little bit thin. Which is, I suppose, to be expected, based on the numbers that we have right now. But we are knocking out a lot of enemies, kind of all at once, so I'm happy with this. Our horsies are doing okay. Looks like you've done enough over there. Anybody with significant numbers over here? No. It's like 1s, 2s, 3s. Anybody else routing yet? These archers are. Cool. Let's have our archers head this way and flank the Orc Maulers. Our Lebanon Marines are just about gone, so it'd be good to fix that problem if we can. 37 for 67. It's not looking great, but it's definitely enough that we are going to win this, and we're going to take the Eastern Osgiliath. So should be fine. And then we can get these troops in to be retrained on the other side of the river, which is going to be very helpful, I think. These horses are doing real well. They're 2 gold chevrons right now. 3. Just from capturing prisoners, they got 3 gold chevrons. Very good, very good. Oh, good. You're ready for retirement. Get over here. And you are definitely ready for retirement. Where are you? Yeah, get the heck out of there. Oh, never mind. He died. How about you? Get out of there. How about you? Where are you? You're kind of in the thick of things. Oop, we got a captain down. So that's good news. Their morale is going to take a hit from that for sure. Let's have you go that way, you go this way. Alright. Looking pretty nice. Let's have you try to take out that, because that's either a captain unit or a general unit. Either way, I don't really want it to survive. You, I don't know why I'm not using you. And you, just fire at this Morannon Guard. I'm pretty sure you won't hit a whole lot of friendlies, so it's fine. This Morannon Guard really does not want to give up. Oh, they're routing. How nice. Okay, get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Got another routing unit for my horses to chase. That's fine. I'm going to let them use up their ammo, and then I'm going to flank from our front. Our center, for some reason. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's fine. Fountain Guard, charge in. Archers, charge in. Morannon Guard is finally starting to see the light of day here. They're starting to realize that this is hopeless. Oh, and they're all starting to rout. Okay, cool. Let's keep chasing them. Don't stop chasing them. Our horses are going after this unit. Hopefully they catch them in time. Maybe not, but we can use the horses to start cleaning things up as we go here. Okay, chase them on foot. I don't think my horses are going to catch these guys. That's okay. Let's just grab them and take them over here. Yeah, Fountain Guard, good decision. You are not fast enough to catch anything. Neither, I think, are these guys because they're exhausted. Somehow we're catching the Morannon Guard with these Archer Militia, even though the Archer Militia are very tired. Not sure how that's working, but whatever. Speed it up. Watch as the horses get a few more prisoners. 12. Yeah, they're gone pretty much. Let's see if we can't help out over here. Barely any point. Let's just get what we can out of this. And then the battle will end. I'd say this was pretty successful. What do we do? 53 for 98. We'll probably heal 5 to 10%. I would like to be sure of that number, though. Is the captain unit coming back, or are they just, like, routing in a different direction for some reason? They're still routing. I don't know why they're routing towards my troops. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I will take advantage of it. Boom. And boom.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
All right.
This is a great victory worthy of
Yeah, we healed about
only the
8%, which is pretty good. We could have done better, to be sure. Ithilien Rangers did very well, so did the Fountain Guard. So did the Gondor Archers. Archer Militia, honestly, doing some absolute work. Good to see. Very happy with all of that. Alright, so Eastern Osgiliath is ours, and a bunch of the rabble that had built up in Ithilien is just gone now, which is very good news. Now we can worry about the army that's in, like, on the bridge between the Osgiliaths. And hopefully they don't just attack Eastern Osgiliath straight out, because I don't want to have to deal with that. But if they do, I guess it will take them a turn or two to make it happen. So awesome. Just occupy. Just occupy it. And they did not besiege, so we can move our Western Osgiliath army to destroy that one. And then we can move most of that army into... Oh no. Khand, you useless... Okay. Angmar's Might. Fine. End of turn report. That's okay. Most advanced faction. Faction announcement. Nothing terribly useful. Construction report. Meeting hall. I would take a smoking house. Practice range. Leatherworker. Public fountains. Chicken farming. Practice range. Leatherworker. Dirt paths. A practice range. Recruitment report. Calenhad got territorial guardsmen. Can't go to Cair Andros. Let's go to Western Osgiliath. Western Osgiliath, meanwhile, got some militia. And Longalin got a spy. Let's send that up this way to figure out what's happening near Isengard. Speaking of spies... Oh no, speaking of ships. Let's block off that port quick. Ooh, Variags are going for Tirith Oros, which I suppose is pretty predictable given that Tirith Oros lost a lot of units. And they're sending up an army towards me. I do not like that. I do not like that, Sam I am. Build a library here. And then we are going to send you there. Let's get everybody here to attack this piece of crap. I do not want this guy to join us, so I'm going to leave this box unchecked, which means they won't come in until I have slots for them. So the first 2 units might come in, but we should be looking okay. Boromir is leading this assault, so hopefully he doesn't die. I really don't want him to die. Let's focus on not letting him die. And attack. Alright, so once this is done, we can reinforce Eastern Osgiliath with a lot of troops, so we can probably pull out some of the other troops that are there now to get retrained, which will be very helpful. Let's see. Are they coming? Are we going across this bridge? Is that the crack here? I think it must be. So just in case they decide to make this a defensive fight for me, I'm going to bring our territorial guardsmen out first. Assuming I can actually deploy them. Hello, please. We're going to have to do this piecemeal once the battle starts, it looks like. You are territorial guardsmen. You are, in fact, Gondor militia. I'm going to bring them all here, I think, for now. We're going to have our archers sit on this bank of the Anduin, if we can. These are not archers, but they are in the right spot anyways. I want them to be kind of behind the territorial guardsmen. Can I get the territorial guardsmen to, like... No. Here's another Gondor militia to add to the pile. We do have Lamadon clansmen and Lasarnik axemen and captain's bodyguard ×2. These guys will be our shock troops if we need them. I would prefer not to have to use them too much, if I'm being honest. But they will be helpful, ultimately. In fact, I'm going to put them over here. And then once we are ready, I'm going to move these territorial guardsmen up real quick. Because I don't want to give up this bridge if we can avoid it. And I think that the enemy maybe will move towards us. Yes, because they are the easy AI, and it turns out the easy AI is easy. Okay, I really don't want you here. I kind of want you to run away. Same. Get the heck out of here. They are not trying to kill that army, though, so they are coming towards my other army, my main army, which is very good news. Let's get the Lebanon Marines up this way so they can toss their javelins at the throng of silliness that's going to happen here. I'm going to put you all on guard mode. Congratulations. You are also going to be on guard mode, as are my archers. Let's get our shock troops. Can I get you guys to go this direction by any chance? I could. I'm not going to do that right now, but it's something to think about. Okay. So, we have... What do we have first? Orc Maulers. Lol. Honestly, none of this is going to be a threat to me, so it's just going to be, like, waiting and watching as everything dies. It's going to be really funny. Why can I not deploy you? There we go. I was going to say, why can I not deploy you better? Alright, Boromir's unit is an archer unit, and I'm not sure why. I thought it was some kind of dismounted knights unit, but I will take an archer unit. Okay, archers are firing. Enemies are falling to the ground. Territorial guardsmen are engaged. And they are keeping things relatively stable.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Alright. Lebanon Marines, can you shoot at them? Not without risk of friendly fire? That's okay. What if I moved these guys up? So they were a little closer to the front. And then I moved these guys up so they were a little closer to the front. And then I moved you up. Oh, they're firing now. Cool. Let's move you up a little bit more, though, because you can get better shots that way on better units. 1% for 18%. I think we might win this battle. They're keeping their cavalry back, which is probably a wise decision, because I have spears. Very difficult to see what's happening on the bridge, because I can't do my handy-dandy flash flash strategy, but that's okay. Alright, the Lebanon Marines are doing their work. These Lok Gamprim in particular and the Uruk Bodyguard are great targets, so I'm glad they are firing javelins right now as opposed to later. But there's very little that the enemy's going to be able to do to push through here. I say as they immediately start pushing through. What the heck just happened? I mean, they're very tightly packed, so it's good news for my javelins and my archers, but at the same time, like, kind of a dick move. Minus 50 enemy army combat effectiveness, plus 150 own army fatigue? I'm not sure if that's a good thing. But we are defending right now, so... might be worth doing. I'm gonna try it. Alright, Lebanon Marines are good to go. Let's send them back here. I don't think I'm gonna need any units apart from the Territorial Guardsmen. I think they're going to hold the line just fine. If I do need extra units, I'm probably going to use some of my militia units because, honestly, not worth keeping around. Like, they're good for the numbers, but they're not so good for, like, being good. So, yeah. I could send... what if I sent 2 militia units, like, over this bridge? See if they can't do a flanking maneuver. That could be funny. We also have, like... we have 3 melee general units that would probably be better to use than any units that are not gonna, like, survive. Like, they won't auto-heal. So, that's something to think about. Oh, is there cavalry engaging now? Yes. Okay, cool. That's good news because it means that they will take some damage from the arrows. They will take some damage from the spears, and overall they will be less of a problem for me. I don't think they're doing anything with their archers right now, which is fine. And honestly, a little bit funny. Oh, those 2 marine, or those 2 militia units that I sent onto the other bridge, they decided that what I meant was they have to go across this bridge and then all the way over here and then back around. So, yeah. That's pretty silly. Can I send you onto this bridge, maybe? Yes, you're smarter than them. Okay. Let's see if we can't make this happen. I would greatly prefer it if I could actually have a flanking maneuver with somebody. Not sure if it's going to happen, though. Yeah, see, there's a path is obstructed at some point. And I think that might be just, like, magic to make sure that you can't actually cross this bridge. Look at this absolute throng of people. Love it. It's interesting that Forlong the Fat has the leadership ability, which says the line from Boromir from the extended cut, whereas Boromir does not. He does not have leadership, so he doesn't get to say his own line. Like, what's the point? It's pretty silly. Alright, let's get off guard mode, start taking an active role in this battle if we can. Alright, can you move up? Sort of. Can you move up further? It's difficult to see where I can go. But that looks promising. They're still moving, at the very least. I think maybe the evil plan is, or the reason this is so difficult is because the AI is not supposed to be able to do this, but the player can, to give them a better chance at, like, winning. Not sure. That's kind of my interpretation of all this. Anyways. So in a situation where we were fighting for Eastern Osgiliath from Western Osgiliath, we could maybe send a sneaky cavalry charge across this bridge, and the enemy wouldn't be anticipating it because they think it's a closed path. But we would know better. Oh, we got one territorial guardsman unit who needs to be sent to retirement, for sure. We've killed 87% of their army. They are not going to come out the other side of this, for sure. Like, this is over for them. I'm surrounding them with this general's unit is simply a formality. It is not at all going to affect the outcome of this battle, but it's funny. That's about the size of it. Okay. Let's speed things up here a little bit. We got our territorial guardsman unit out, which is great to see. The Uruk bodyguard unit is maybe charging at my captain's bodyguard unit. That's okay. We can send the entire army after them. Oh, not you. No, no. You deserve retirement. Oh, no, no, no. Ah, stop, stop, stop. You deserve retirement. So you are going to get it. Okay, so our general has arrived. He's going to surround them, though we can surround them simply by going around them on the bridge at this point. So not much point to that, but it is funny that we managed to pull it off. And this is another general that is completely destroyed. Great work. Great work, team. Ugrat. He's gone. Always good to see. Okay, so now we've cleared the bridge. We can move on to replenishing the troops at Eastern Osgiliath, retraining some of the troops that are stationed there now, and also we're moving some generals east, so we will be able to better control Eastern Osgiliath, which is great news. So yeah, anything in here everything in here, just move to Minas Tirith. And then everything here. Where is the... Actually, everything here looks pretty good. Let's just move everybody there. Great. So, Eastern Osgiliath is well defended. Capital W, well defended. We will be able to retrain some stuff here, potentially, which is good news. It's not going to fall, which is very good. Let's have a spy at Minas Morgul so we can see what's going on there. There's just the one Nazgul unit there. That's fantastic. Cair Andros is still under siege, but well defended, so I'm not too worried about it. And we have another spy here. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but it's not the right thing. He's going to lose any battles he gets into up there. Can I retrain anything here? So many things. Put them all in the queue. Let's see what happens. Can I retrain anything here? No. Because these units are all fresh. Meanwhile, we do have that unit moving. We haven't any fresh units here? Not really. We still have 2,000 gold to spend. Territorial Guardsmen, Archer Militia, Gondor Cavalry. Fine by me. Okay, Tirathoros looks like it's gonna fall. Have I done my diplomat?
My lord. Yes, stopping here.
Doesn't look like it. Where is the Bree capital? I feel like it should be around here somewhere. Can't seem to find it. I feel like it might be there. This might be
Tomorrow's
Bree.
journey planned out.
But they seem to have moved their capital, which is slightly annoying. I'm just going to do my best to find it. And then over here, we're still waiting to see if Khand is, like, at all interested in possibly doing some kind of ceasefire, but it looks like they're just going to stay where they are.
Yes, my lord.
I guess I'll try. Accept or will attack? I don't know. It says very demanding. Yeah, no. Alright. They'll probably be angry about that, but that's okay.
Yes, my lord.
We honestly might have better chances doing that with the Ariadne, but I'm not going to send my diplomat down there because it's a waste of my time. I said better, not good. Okay. With that, we are at about an hour-long video here, so that means I'm going to save the game and call it quits. Thank you all for watching, and make sure you're subscribed if you want to see when the next video comes out, and make sure you like the video to help with the YouTube algorithm, because the algorithm is magic. So, thank you very much for watching once again. I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.